run may not have gotten you at first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. They'll go again here with Tootin. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
They look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
Off the play action, it's Lawrence. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars parlay the interception into points. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars put one more on that first quarter lead. It's now 13-0. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Some pass brought in. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. 18.
Shotgun now for Stroud. This connects with Higgins. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
You know, they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Look at this, 9 yards on a nice first down run.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down.
18.
Another carry for him. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
On the quick, right? Tony.
They give it to him again. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it. You because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. The left side, caught by Higgins. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz when he felt to pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3.
Oh, and
Working now from the gun. Buying some time right. Oh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this.
oh, and 18. What's that?
Stroud's going to throw for it. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's not going to get to the end zone. The stop is made in time at the 2, but hey, 4 more chances coming. They've got a 1st and goal.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
Back to throw, Stroud. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans make it a 1-score game. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defensive so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans get it back to within 6.
Texans 7. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Tootin now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. One of the tight ends in motion left. Tootin hits it from the gun. He's got room to roam. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars make it a 12-point game in the first. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
On his Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars bump the lead up to 13 points.
Texans 7.
All set set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. To the air, Stroud. Met's got it, left side. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Grab the throw on 1st down. This one's out to Noel, left side. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. Working quickly here.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Throw right side, hauled in by Komet. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Stroud again. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. That's the end of one here on New Year's Eve. It's the Jaguars setting the pace so far. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the 2nd quarter with the Texans in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
Stroud from the pistol. Completed here to Komet. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Oh, eh? 18. Hey, uno more.
3rd and long for him here. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
You know, Kate, we'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Oh, eh? 18. What's up? Buggy. South.
Here's Stroud now. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans make it a one-score game in the 1st half. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to flow toward it, and that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Okay, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans get it back to within 6.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Tootin now on the return. Making some progress here. And he's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Hey, Ron. Hey, go, let's go.
Lawrence working from the gun. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. A gain of 26 yards there. And the Jaguars have a 1st down. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Take right open. Agate. Silver.
Lawrence trying again on 2nd. Taking a chance to the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Texans take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Well, they're in danger. They're going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Down. All right.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. Finds a nice lane there. That's good for 6 yards.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Finds a seam down the middle. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Giving 24 yards on that one. And it'll be 1st down Houston.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Fails to find his running back. So that brings up 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
On the quick, right? At 18. What's that? Hey, uno.
Looking to throw, Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Texans set to punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks him inside their own 10. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Etienne. He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And the Texans have recovered it.
You know, in a situation like that, I mean, this is perfect situational football. Offensively, just get out of your own end zone. But those defenses, they can just smell it. It's like they taste it. And they know you've got your back against the wall. They're aggressive. They take the ball away. That is a win-win for this defense.
They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground. He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
Here we go. Whoa, whoa. 18. What's that?
He gets it again. This defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Give him 5 yards. Now they're going to snap 3rd and goal from the 1.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
3rd time's the charm. He gets it again. And he's in for the touchdown. The Texans tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Texans take the lead on that successful kick.
Texans 21, Jaguars 20. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Tootin now on the return. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Hey, go. Hey, so go, hot. Sink right. Hot.
On the give, it's Tootin. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Hot.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
On 4th down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. And they could really use a good one here. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. Fields this at the 19. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Texans in front here at NRG. New set of downs for them from the 31.
South. Oh, ready? Hey! 18. What's that?
Stroud throwing here on first. Escapes the pocket. Gets him. He's going to end up out of bounds well short of that line, so the defense credited with a sack.
I'll admit it, as a former QB, probably the last one to always cast blame on the QB, but that's a situation where you just got to get rid of the ball. I will give a little blame. You've got to throw it away and just take an incompletion.
Offense to the line. Second down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Look at that power. Deep left side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
He's going to bring this down to their 35. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender, and not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Think right open. Hey, center. Back. Silver.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Hits him on the out route. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Daryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
That's going to be a gain of 8 on first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, it would really break the backs of a defense.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Hey, tomato. Cut. Here we go.
They go right back to Etienne. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
They'll run, Etienne. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars get some late points and the lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. And they're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Hey, uno more. 19 Texans.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Short pass brought in. Right man, he's in the clear. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They get 19 on that pickup. And it'll be a first down, Texans. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
18. What's that? South. Buggy.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And they get to him and tackle him on the return, but will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. Well, no surprises here. They decline that holding call, and they're going to hang on to that interception. First and 10 now from the 46.
Hey, I'm gun.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he's not going to escape this. The Texans take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense more often than not leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
Cut at the 20-yard line. And this will reach the red zone. He takes it down to the 17. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone.
Hey, run. Go. Turn. This is hot.
Working inside the red zone. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars will add to their lead at the end of the half. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed him.
Texans 21. Cam Little with the kickoff for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 35-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here.
Here we go.
He'll throw it. He's going deep this time. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in. Out of bounds.
Looking to throw. He's trying to go deep again. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. First and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Komet's got it, left side. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
All right.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Unable to find Jalen Noel with that one. And that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They go play action with Stroud. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here we go, let's go.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Hey, let's go. Hey, center. Zach. Here we go, Zach.
On the ground to begin this drive with Etienne. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Hey, run. 11. Take right open.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. That's Thomas. He's got it. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Third down. They need 7.
Piece of 24.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Offense and Lawrence getting ready for this 2-point try.
The Jaguars will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. Quick to capitalize, Brock. They ran the offense out in a hurry and had the 2-point conversion on to that fumble return touchdown.
I can't tell you how much I love that call. You're making that turnover sting that much more, making them dwell on that miscue. I guarantee you, it stings so much worse for watching 8 points go on the board than just 7. Way to rub a little salt in the wound.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Moving back in the backfield, and they give it to him. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
On the quick, right?
Here's Stroud now. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. Offense to the line fast.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Whoa. Hey, uno more.
First down throw by Stroud. Completed here to Komet. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Shroud. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans shrinking the lead some in the third.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans get it back to a 14-point game.
Texans 28. Tiny Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Tootin now on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Hey, go, Capino!
Inside give here for Tootin. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
Hey, let's go. Done. It's attack. Sink right. Here we go.
Lawrence working from the gun. So this one on the defense. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Hey, Lion.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Etienne gets it on the draw. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
A good draw play is like a great punt return. You just set the table and let your elite athlete do his job. Excellent job of selling the pass. The O-line got a body on a body. And these running backs at this level, they know how to make you pay defensively.
Route. Hot. Silver.
Hand off to Tootin. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
23. Hey, Soko, hot.
Lawrence throwing here. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. And this is going to be a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars make it a 3-possession game. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars stretch their lead to 21. All set for the the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
All right.
To the air, Stroud. Throwing the out route complete. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
46-yard line.
Here's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Shotgun now for Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
Timing is everything in life. Timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
That one's caught along the left sideline. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Here's Stroud again. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision. But when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans get it back to a 14-point game.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
1st and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here.
Hey, go!
A run here with Tootin. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Tootin with it. And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. They send a man in motion. 3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Full momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
How many many times over the course of the season do we see a quarterback like this, Cade, run out of so many sacks? So impressive. Didn't just get him once. That's now twice.
23. Done. 11.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the third quarter. So as the clock winds down to a new year, we wind down to our final quarter. That's the end of 3. The Jaguars have the football. They're going to be up a couple of scores as we start our fourth quarter. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Third and long for him here. Gets everything he has under this one. And he's caught. He's got ground. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars have likely locked up the win right there.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars stretch their lead to 21. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Speed left. 118. Outside.
Throwing is Stroud. That's incomplete left side.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
All right.
Looking to throw, Stroud. And finds Kmet downfield. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll be a first down, Texans. Offense in the hurry up here.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
19 Texans.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Caught, nice game left side. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
To the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up 2nd and goal. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
Swat. Love a swat. Hey, south.
Again, Stroud. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get it back to within 2 possessions. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans get it back to a 14-point game.
Texans 42. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Tootin now on the return. Showing a little burst so far. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line.
When you get contributions like that on your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Lawrence looking to throw. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
I'm just kind of laughing because I can feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Let's go.
Lawrence trying again on second. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Here we go.
Tootin on 1st and 10. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Second down again to Tootin. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Jaguars have a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down. He got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
All set now. 1st and 10. From the pistol, they're going to run with ETN. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Running from the pistol, it's Tootin. Now a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
These are 24. Hey, kill.
Lawrence in the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
You know those elite zone defenses in basketball, kid, it just feels like they're everywhere, clogging up every passing lane. This quarterback, well, he felt the same thing when he dropped back, nowhere to go but for a sack.
Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance.
Let's go. Think right.
They've got a man in motion. Going on 4th. Here's Lawrence. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. The rookie from Penn State makes the play. And the Texans have some new life in the 4th. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Off to the races, middle of the field. 30. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans now within 1 score in the 4th.
Okay, right there's the danger of dime coverage. Bunch of little guys on the field that love to cover. May not tackle so well. It opens up a run lane. He took huge advantage of it.
Stroud and the Texans looking to tack on 2 more.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Poirier rocking with the pick. And this one only gets up to about the 5-yard line.
Texans 48.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Tootin now on the return. Showing a little burst so far. And he goes out of bounds, short of the 45, but still in excellent shape across the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
1st and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. They'll run it here with Tootin. On the move, past the 40. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Jaguars have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th.
Just wow, Kate. I mean, wow. We are watching something extraordinary today. Not a 100-yard day, not a 150-yard day, but a 200-plus-yard day with that big total.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars lead by 15 now.
48. Cam Little will kick off for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Looking quickly, trying to get set again.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Now it's Stroud. Put some heat on this deep ball. They connect on the deep shot. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line.
41 yards on the play.
Offense in the hurry up here.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First down throw by Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
That's caught for the 1st. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. You could feel the swell of excitement whenever they take a deep shot. It's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th.
Makes the score Jaguars 63, Texans 55. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Hey, lock.
Now it's Tootin. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Lisa 24. Hey, Ginger, touch. 11, again. Here we go.
Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Jaguars, 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Jacksonville.
Hey, let's go.
Tootin gets it from the gun. And he picks him up about 4 yards there. 2nd down coming up.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, Soko,
And in motion, out of the slot. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Here comes the screen for Etienne. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. It's not where it is and where it stands right now, Kate. That should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Oh, ready.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. They're in trouble now, and the ball is out. Picked up by the Jaguars. And the defense piles on at the end here as they take it back for the touchdown. The Jaguars make it a 3-score game in the 4th. On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars grow the lead now to 22 points. Nice little energy on their sideline after that bumper return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Bring this to the line. To the air, Stroud. Trying to push deep downfield. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by
defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. A toss play to Ncaa. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack. Exactly what he just did.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. They're going to pass it here. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Starts his return from the 23. Lost it on the hit. And they steal it back on the return. And the defense piles on at the end here as they take it back for the touchdown. The Jaguars keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. I think they would have happily just taken the turnover, Brock, but how about the wherewithal of the defender to take it back for the score?
Yeah, that is a scoop and score in the definition of a splash play defensively. You don't just rip possession away from the offense. You kind of rip their heart out, too. You rip possession, you turn it into points, and now that beleaguered offense is going to have to get right back on the field.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Dive play straight ahead. Fights his way through a tackle. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Oh, hey. Hey, south.
Shotgun now. 1st round. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. Trying to push deep downfield. And there's our last stand image of this game. It's intercepted. That is picked off by Rayon Lane. And the Jaguars are stopped on the return on the final play of this game. The Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. And they weren't afraid to keep running up that score to the point that records came and went on the way to victory. The point total, Brock, actually eclipsed the old record of 72 points in a game, which was held by Washington since 1966. Now a new record stands, one of the great offensive showings we have ever seen. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars, as we'll see you next time from Houston.
a black grand national. Being rational, give them what they ask for. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made him mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-Pad. Watching do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? They like, what he on? This the Alpha and Omega. Welcome home. This is not a song. This is a revelation. How to get a gone. Teach you a man, baby. I don't understand, baby. Pay your bill and make you feel protected like I can, baby. Teach you something if you need correction. That's the plan, baby. Don't put your life in these weird hands, baby. Whoa! It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made him mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-Pad. Watch do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? Hey, turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Send them all. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. Hey, black out. If they act out, yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hate them that's hating on the and they both. I hate them hating on them and they both broke. If you ain't coming for no chili, what you come for? Feel like he entitled cause he knew me since a kid. I cut my granny off and she don't see it how I see it. Got a big mouth, but he lack big ideas. Send him to the moon, that's just how I feel, yeah. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. Hey. Hey.
What's that on that beat?
Monster! Acting bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. 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 Ain't no other king in this rap thing, they siblings. Nothing but my children. When they disappearing. I'm in a city where the flag be getting thrown like it was past interference. Padlock around the building. Crash pulling up an unmarked truck just to play freeze tag. With a boner pick like it was sea bass. So when I made it out, I made about 50K from a show. Trying to show the ropes before they from a... I'm prophetic. They only talk about it, how I get it. Only good for saving face, seen the cosmetics. How many heads I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up, we up the plyometric. Ran up out of Lux, and that's up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet, you could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit, let these cowards tell it. Walk in New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling Monster! Oh man. Second bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off.
Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. 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 Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
Handsome Lagosian, name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and it all fire. I don't spill words, I spill Berg on the beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. The sun gon' rise, the earth gon' spin. Toby gon' kill this beat, a chef gon' cook. You still don't get no looks. No better than Tech Bro Shook. Sticks and stones will break some bones, but your words can't hurt cause you ain't read no books. Stay woke, take notes, joke. Don't look shattered like broke glass. I'ma shine till they blind, pour the blinds out. You online making threats, make them sign out. I redefine routes. We the ones Chris Webber call a timeout. Around and find out. he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror and I thank God. Every morning, look in the mirror, salute a real one and I thank God, he's so good. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror and I thank God. He's so good. He's so good. B-Town's finest, handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl I wear out of a stretcher. She be like, trying to find out.
Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you can outrun what's running through your veins. Oh, you're carrying the weight in the dead of night on that broken road. I won't let you walk alone. Oh my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. Oh, we got each other, and if you got tomorrow, then you still got time to break the chain that left you scarred from where you came. Is it who you are? Oh my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline.
Oh, I won't pretend that I know half the hell you've seen, but that don't mean it's something that you're destined to repeat. Oh, you're stronger than you think. You know it has to end, but you don't know where to start. You can pack your bags and I'll meet you where you are. Oh, I'll be waiting in the car in the dead of night on that broken road. I won't let you walk alone. Oh my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. Oh, we got each other, and if you got tomorrow, then you still got time to break these chains that left you scarred from where you came. Is it who you are? Oh my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline.
The storm keeps on raging, but don't you forget, God's not done with you yet. When it feels like you're losing the war in your head, just know this isn't the end. Oh my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline.
Oh, we got each other, and if you got tomorrow, then you still got time to break these chains that left you scarred from where you came. Is it who you are? Oh my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline.
wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame, you wanted me to come running when you called my name, you wanted something to train, girl, that you could keep on the chain, girl. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. But that's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. I'm born to howl at the moon. You know I need me some room for chasing me all night and then sleeping till noon. Gonna do what I do, girl. Hell no, it ain't you, girl. Yeah, I've heard it before and I know that it hurts. Baby, you ain't the first girl who tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. There's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. But that's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. Yes, outside dog. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. There's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. That's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. Yeah, this outside dog.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth.
Come on.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Yo.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front to back they yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. You talk about, now we're doing it, prick. If you in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I cop the chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front to back they yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
mic check 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with a 2 Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2? If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad for a sucker to test. Pimp, but too large and we way too fresh. Work well with and quick to check a lane like a game of chess you wanna be, better bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Oh, front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Oh.
We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give cause that's your birthday. You can find me in the club full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit. I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug. If you're in the getting it. You can find me in the club full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit. I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug. If you're in the getting it. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dub. When I roll 20 deep, it's always drama in the club. Now that I roll with Dre, everybody show me love. When you sell like Eminem, you get plenty of groupie love. Look, homie, ain't nothing changed. Rolls down, G's up. I see exhibit in the cutting, man. Watch how I move, you mistake before I play up. Been hit with it, but I don't walk with a limp. In the hood, in the lady saying 50, you hot. They like me, I want them to love me like they love pop. But holla in New York, show, they tell you I'm loco. When the plan is to put the rap game in the choke. I'm fully focused, man. My money on my mind, got a meal out the deal, and I'm still in the grind. Now shorty says she feeling my style, she feeling my flow. A girl from Wooded, they ready to find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit. I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug. If you're in the getting it, you can find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit. I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug. If you're in the getting it. My flow, my show brought me to go. That brought me all my fancy things. My crib, my cars, my clothes, my jewels. Look, homie, I done came up and I ain't changing. You should love it way more than you hate it. Oh, you mad? I thought that you be happy I made it. I'm that cat by the bar to the good life. Moved out the hood, now you tryna pull me back, right? Hit the bumpin' in the club, it's on. I'm with my eyes to chicks, if she smash, she gone. Hit the roof on fire, man. Just let it burn. If they're talking about money, homie, I ain't concerned. I'ma tell you what banks told me, cause go ahead, switch the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate, then watch the money pile up. Or we can go upside there with a come on, they know where we be. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit. I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug. If you're in the getting it, you can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit. I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug. If you're in the getting it. Don't try to act like you don't know where we be, neither. We in the club all the time, so pop on. Shady Aftermath.
So typical, body overdoing it, that's so typical. Treat like a god, typical. He's still modest, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So I cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule. It's so typical.
It's so typical, visual, I feel like the one. Yeah, I wake up every morning and thank God for my lungs. Cause I'm breathing so good, I know I don't have to run. When you're looking this good, no one can tell you to jump, to swim. Yeah, I'm trying to ride the wave, I'm trying to get me paid, I'm trying to move and shake, I'm trying to walk away. I swear my wrists are great, I'm getting used to change.
Face of a mortal, that's so typical. Body of the dominance, that's so typical. Tail like a god, that's so typical. He's still modest, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So I cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule. It's so typical.
These restless eyes of mine will sit in to my heart and sugar. In a jumbled life of glitter, dream hit concrete, mind all jook up. Tend to think in 1,000 thoughts, I'll pop through north to the voice, get bored. Endless stairs in a sinking door, I search for things I don't need no more. Baby, I'm typically every day, can't call it shady. I'm airing you cause I'm an anxious state, the worries daily. But if I link my G's, it goes away down honey lane. I gallivant with darling, baby, jet, jet, jet.
Face of a mortal, that's so typical. Body of the dominance, that's so typical. Tail like a god, that's so typical. He's still modest, so typical. Face of a mortal, that's so typical. Body of the dominance, that's so typical. Tail like a god, that's so typical. He's still modest, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So I cut
step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place. True indeed. Yes, I can reckon that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some mad charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to baby, fight Q-tip, Alicia Heed. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed off dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just read. Hey, you can read all about the pure breed. Do the noble dance, my do the pepper seed. When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check. How dare you ever try to step on my suede shoes? Top Gun shut down your firm like Tom Cruise. Please let me get down and blow a fuse. Acting fool, break it way down to molecules. Yo, let me hit you with my ill street blues. Bust the rhymes, always headlines, the street news. Hey, baby girl, don't be confused. Sell my 7 seats and enjoy my boat cruise. I know you really wanna know who's coming through, leaving residues. Sorry, homeboy, but your flow sound used. Got to pay your dues, baby, you know the rules. Whenever I travel the world, I land cruise. If you choose to, how you get. Now I got you on super unleaded fuels. Give me room, give me some space, your excuse. When I step up in the place, then yo, I step correct. But I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. But I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. But I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. But I got you all in check.
You're now rocking with the best. Busta Rhymes coming through from the Flipmode squad. Boy Scouts who I be. Straight to your dome. We coming straight to your dome. Bringing all you rockers to all you rap. Boy Scouts who I be. Flipmode is the squid on. Busta Rhymes break it down like this.
Yo, which, throw my flow. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Throw them type right out my window. Blast you with a direct blow. Coming through like G.I. Joe. Star Wars moving ill like Han Solo. Make you bounce around like this was Calypso. Always shine cause I got the high pro glow. You think that you can hide, you think you can lay low. Roll up on your eye like Hawaii 5-0. Back out with my dreads in my Kango. Forget them, just pass the. Yo, take a trip down to Mexico. Come back with that might make you psycho. Maximum frequencies through your stereo. Sorry, this is it, but homeboy, I got to go. I got step up in the place and yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. Hey, you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check. Yo, hey.
up to a whole nother level. Hustle, I don't know no better. When I got richer, these got bro, call me slow, 6 racks on a sweater. My think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spent 60 racks on a camouflage bells. Duke diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil. 2 twin on me, Hessel and Gretel. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to want to imp, now I got self. If it's about money, then you know it's whatever. If it's about money, then you know I'm on it. Be hating no glitz, I don't. Can't take my chain, ain't nothing like homie. South Middle Spanish bad, most want it. Hold up, let me switch the flow. Just like a baker, yeah, I'm addicted to dope. This a cold word, yeah, keep a in my coat. Money hungry, yeah, tryna give me some more. On op pack, this ain't. I'm talking down on glitz, I like he ain't the GOAT. If you don't agree, ask the streets and yeah. This 5 air, you already know. Already know how it go. Already know I got on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the globe. Got tryna snatch out my soul. Running bank pockets on swole. Young, got a whole lot of zeros. Running money up to a whole nother level. Hustle, I don't know no better. When I got richer, these got bro, call me slow, 6 racks on a sweater. My think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spent 60 racks on a camouflage bells. Duke diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil. 2 twin on me, Hessel and Gretel. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to want to imp, now I got self. If it's about money, then you know it's whatever. If it's about money, then you know I'm on it. Be hating no glitz, I don't. Can't take my chain, ain't nothing like homie. South Middle Spanish bad, most want it.
You heard about a man, the lift controller, the lever king. I told you, hop in and let the journey begin. Straight and shiny face, like you someone for all his face. So full of face, I just wanna get that up and down. We're moving all around, we're going up and down. We're moving all around. I wanna show you my world, where the beat goes up and down. Let me open the door. Elevator operator. Elevator operator.
face, taking up all of my space. You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way.
Super way up, get your weight up, put your plate up. You a foreign, we at war, and I got all the hallelujah, Talladega, baby Jesus, in the flesh, come and get it, and I'm with it. All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah, we get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red, I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick, let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way.
Don't make me watch you get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, winning is in my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't know no other way. Get out my way.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Out of my way, get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way.
All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah, we get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red, I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick, let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way.
Don't make me watch you get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, winning is in my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't know no other way. Get out my way.
Yeah, 11:30 we gon' pull up in a black beans taking all that. We gon' pop a couple. While they poppin' paparazzi pictures. I got my in the back and my bros in the front leading. He keep looking at me, I'ma make that boy. I'm a his friend too, baby, I'm a whole cheater. We can go to France, Avatar, y'all both need a real one. More coin than your last one. Baby, damn, he ain't that fun. I mean, do he got a song with that punk? I mean, do he hit the club in this song? Come on. Do he rock a weave 30 inches long? Do he got a sold out tour? Do that? No, and I went tour. Hit that back room. You be that, I be that. We can get it. Tonight I'm on it. Tonight I'm in a zone. A bass jumping, a club pumping. It's hot. These coming in the club cause they won't try. I won't say I got a feel for you little nice, but I got a feel for you little nice. I pay the whole bill for you little nice. I do my little jig for you little nice. Then he whispered in my ear like, oh God, you know I got something for you little nice.
what time it is.
Twisting my words and bringing up the past, baby, you know that you better than that. I don't got time to deal with the drama, I want the Chanel and I got your back. I promised that I would've never gotten phone if I knew I would get so attached. Promised that I would've never hit the road if I knew that you weren't coming back. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
Stressing, quit stressing. You should already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence, this time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. New Van Cleef for the necklace. Being that voice in the trenches, so tell me what's your preference. I'ma keep my cool if you stay composed. And when your boy gets home, I don't wanna hear no chat about. If you ain't got proof, then leave it alone. I'm on the road trying to keep us afloat. While you want space and a reason to grow. If things are best left kept on the low, then I think you should leave that after the tone.
Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
See, I would've done anything for you. Now you won't pick up when I call you. It was late night texting till we're yawning. Nowadays I'm overthinking till the morning. Switched up and turned without a warning, but I know my heart forever bleed. Truth is that strangers like my magicians never knew them tricks were up your sleeve. Hey, I'm sick of this back and forth. It's starting to get contagious. I had to put the bridges out you built. What I felt inside would have been outrageous. Stop acting, think I believe that's catfish, poor performance. Watch your number, please, or contact, buzz you up so I can call that appalling.
Can't tell me like, what do you want? Yeah, tell me like, what do you need? Fresh tip when you're doing your feet. New LV when you fly overseas. Call plumbing cause I'm at a been swimming cause I'm in a deep. Don't call me, you already know I'm on the road and you for the streets.
Young on it ain't the same. I guess we're on different things. I guess now we're distant strangers. You said it's no fun to blame, but I was not the one to change. 'Cause I was not the one to save you. You were my everything, now I regret everything. I wanted you here with me, but you didn't want that. I'll do anything, I don't know what's you're in. I wanted you here with me, but it was too much to ask for. You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything. I'll stay forever. I'll stay forever.
I was playing shows on outside of Los Angeles. Last stop in town before I hit the road. And it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me. And I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when came in candidly. But the